It's time for Vegas Revealed, episode 48.
And there's big breaking Vegas news from Backstreet Boy Nick Carter.
I can say this, there has been serious discussions on another residency here in Vegas.
We're excited to hear about that and his full interview coming up in just seconds on Vegas Revealed.
Let's go to Vegas, baby. Let's go tonight. Right now. Let's go to Vegas. We'll stay up all night.
Welcome to Vegas Revealed, heading into Christmas. I'm Sean McAllister.
And I'm Dayna Roselli. We are excited to have Nick Carter on the show today, and we have so much to talk to him about. We're talking Backstreet Boys, Nick's solo music. He was just on The Masked Singer. What it's like living in Las Vegas. He's also going to share 2 tips, which is, he's got some good ones if you love food, let's put it that way. And also we're going to talk to him about what he's doing with Cure for the Kids, a very important organization here in Las Vegas.
Yeah, and a lot of people might not know that Nick Carter is actually a Las Vegas resident. When the Backstreet Boys came to do their residency here, he said, hey, you know what? This would be a great place to call home and a short commute to work. So without further ado, let's get right to it. Nick Carter, how's it going, man?
Hey, Nick, happy holidays.
Happy holidays to you as well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. It's great to see you. You've been pretty busy, and you just had a very public unmasking on primetime TV.
Yes, I did. I was the crocodile on The Masked Singer, and it just got revealed last night. I had a ton of fun with it. I was actually supposed to be on the last season, and there was a costume that I actually designed, which was the rock turtle costume. And then I basically didn't have time to do the show because I was on tour with the boys, and then Jesse McCartney decided to take the costume, and then he went on to do really well in the competition. And then when the quarantine hit, some time opened up, and that's when I, decided to, they invited me back, and I decided to join the show and pick the Croc as my my character, and the rest is history.
Yeah, I mean, you were fantastic, and the costume was amazing. You must have been proud of that one. That was good.
I was incredibly happy with the costume. Actually, I like to say things are meant to be, it's just what it was. And, when I first saw it, I had a choice between another costume and that one. And I said, well, it's definitely the Croc, the pink, it just stood out. It was like this showman, if I was on stage, I could just pop, a little bit of a Liberace kind of thing going on. Very Vegas, you know what I'm saying? Like live in Vegas and all those things. So no, it definitely led to me being able to play with the character as well and to use it during the performances.
And obviously the show kind of lends itself to quarantine anyway, doesn't it?
It does. That's the thing, that's one of the reasons I wanted to do it. We were right in the middle of a world tour down in South America, and, things got cut short, and we were getting ready to do another 50 shows in the States. We were going to launch those, and those are still on the books, when everything is safe and things come back again. I wanted to do the show because, at a time when we're all sitting back home and, we're on lockdown, and we're all hungry for entertainment and ways to sort of just have an outlet and just something that we can, especially when it comes to live performances. I thought it would be great for our fans. I thought it would be great for people who were sitting back home and just were craving, entertainment. And, it was my own way of sort of giving back and bringing a little bit of joy to people's hearts out there and everywhere.
Yeah, and it worked. And listen, we've lived in Las Vegas for a very long time. We've seen a lot of shows, and I wanted to let you know, when I went to the Zappos Theater and saw the Backstreet Boys, I didn't know what to expect, but like all of a sudden when you're coming down on stage and everything, it was literally one of the best shows I have been to since I've lived here 15 years now.
That makes 2 of us.
Really? Wow, thank you guys. I'll say this. People like statistics, and they say, well, we were the fastest selling residency here in Las Vegas. And then there's talks that it was one of the best out there. And listen, the Backstreet Boys, we do something that a lot of other bands and entertainers just don't do anymore, and that's sing and dance and put on a big elaborate show. And it's about the show, it's about the entertainment value, and that's what Vegas gave to us, and we were able to really highlight that here. We would love to come back. That's one of the reasons why I live here now. I brought, I moved from California, from LA. When my son was, right around 1 year old, raised him here, was able to drive to the venue 15 minutes away, come back home, raise him. My daughter was born in Las Vegas,
Right.
and so there's a lot of roots that I've basically been, planting here. And it's just a great community, and I love being a part of.
Well, and we love hearing that you guys would like to come back, because I know that once live productions get back up and running, there's nobody more that fans would like to see back up on the stage at the Zappos Theater than Backstreet Boys.
That would be great. I mean, I'll say this. I think I like to say that's the reason why I didn't leave. It's because I know we're going to be back again. We got to finish we have to finish our touring.
Yep.
And, once everything's safe and once everyone feels comfortable enough to get out there and enjoy the live atmosphere again, we'll be back again. And once that's done, I mean, listen, I can say this, there has been serious discussions on another residency here in Vegas.
Love it.
Perfect. We love to hear that. And you said it was a lot of fun. You said The Masked Singer was fun, and now you've got new music coming out. And this first song, 80s movie, it's fun. It sounds like what you're doing and you're kind of doing in your life right now is making sure to lift people up and make sure that you're bringing smiles to people, which is important.
Yeah, I was trying to find a song. Once I was doing The Masked Singer, I really got inspired again. I said, well, maybe I can, do solo music. It's a little bit harder with the group, and we're in different places right now. But so that's why I decided to start to record music, and I was recording it right here in Las Vegas, at a great studio that I love. And yeah, I found this song, 80s movie, and I was trying to find something that wasn't like necessarily, oh, I'm trying to do a Christmas song or I'm trying to do like a holiday song, but still had that spirit of nostalgia, still had that sort of like make you feel good around the holidays. It was like, okay, I was trying to find a song that could basically be like the Home Alone of music. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you know what I mean? Like, and, but just not going too far. And so this song is incredible. It gives you the good feels. It's good vibes. And I think people are going to really like it. So it drops this Friday, New Music Friday on Spotify and on iTunes. So I'm looking forward to seeing what people think about it.
Yeah. So once the single comes out, I mean, do you have plans on putting out the whole album?
Yeah. So I have a bunch of music that I have actually recorded, and the plan was really to not rush necessarily the music out, because I was like, oh, maybe I could put an album out. That would be kind of cool. But I said, well, you know what? Let's just put out a song and see what people think. Mm-hmm. Keep recording music, and maybe if I get enough in time, if it's the right music, maybe I'll release an album. We do live in a world that's pretty fast right now, and people can just put out singles if they want, and after a time, it just might turn into be an album. So
yeah. Great. And listen, let's talk Here for the Kids. Great organization. We've done work with them before. Incredible what they do for children here in the Las Vegas area. Talk about your role with the organization. I know you've been really trying to bring awareness about what they do.
Yeah, totally. The being back home and sitting, in quarantine with my family, and I'm 100% father all the time. I love my children, and when I look at them, I think to myself, thank God, they're healthy, and I'm very grateful for that. But not everybody has that, in their lives, and that's when I started to think, like, God, like, you think about the silver lining when you're back home and we're not touring, we're not doing all these things. What can we do to give back? What can we do to raise awareness? And there was this organization, Cure for the Kids, that when we did the Las Vegas residency, I visited the hospital. I took, walked all through it, saw the way that they treated the kids, the way they treated the families, how they gave families hope during this, in all these situations and so I was just absolutely blown away. And I thought, well, maybe this could be something that I could connect with, because I have had, pediatric cancer. Actually, it affects, so many families, and I just wanted to find something, that I could connect with, and it was right here in Las Vegas, and I was really, really happy. So, they're a great organization, and they're actually, especially during this time, where people are losing their insurance, families are, trying to find ways to take care of their families and their children, and this organization, offers that opportunity, free of charge for people who live in Nevada, and then also, the neighboring states as well. They take care of children and families. So they're a great place that families can turn to in a time of need.
Yeah, it really is, and thanks so much for everything you're doing. Sometimes I think people get involved in things when they have something related to that, but for you to be here, you have your family, a healthy family, and you're doing something anyway, just shows, sometimes that's what it takes to build up awareness too, is everyone taking part.
100%. I will say we all have been affected by different things in our lives, and I have had family members who have passed away from cancer. So I understand how deadly and how important it is to just raise awareness, because if we band together, we can help fight it.
And we have a link so that you can get in touch with Cure for the Kids on our Vegas Revealed social media pages. We'll make that really easy for you. And Nick, you did mention that you're on dad duty all the time. I know that you're big on making breakfast for the kids. Have you brushed up on your breakfast skills since you've been at home with the family over the last several months?
I'll say this. I am really good at, I'm getting better at multitasking and being able to have, my daughter in one hand, and then, feeding my son on the other hand. And, I have my go-tos, I'm always in the kitchen. I'm always cooking. And it's so funny. One of the things I realize now that, and I don't know if you guys have kids, but, basically you don't sit down anymore. You don't sit down. So I find myself picking and serving and cooking and cleaning all at the same time while I'm eating. So, but I love it. Listen, I wouldn't trade it for the world. I just I love being a father.
Yeah, you get your steps in, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, how do you like living in Las Vegas?
I absolutely love it. First of all, how could you not love this weather? I mean, number one, the food, the people, a lot, outside of the strip, you when you live here, you realize that it sort of has a small town feel, but at the same time, big hearts, and, a community that just supports one another and is there for each other. And it's really the term Vegas strong is extreme. It's real, and yeah, I just fell in love with it. I love it. I talk to a lot of people too that say, well, trust me, I've been here for 30 years, and I didn't think I was gonna live here. I always thought I was gonna move. And they always say they never leave. I'm like, okay, I get it now. I understand why. The traffic, great. I love this.
No state taxes.
Right.
There's a lot of things that are great about it. Yeah, and incredible weather and good golf.
Yep.
I know, 15 years each. We both thought that it was going to be a quick stopover, but here we are today.
Yeah,
and cool. Every week on the Vegas Revealed podcast, Nick, we always give out our tips for Vegas visitors who are coming to town, how to get the most out of their stay, places to visit. Do you have any places that are like your hidden gems?
Yeah. There's one place I'm actually craving it right now that you're saying, and I like pho here is incredible. Like the Vietnamese pho, it is absolutely incredible here in Vegas. And there's this place called District 1 Kitchen. Have you ever been there?
No, I've heard of it. Surprisingly, I haven't.
Absolutely incredible. They have this like lobster pho, like they put this whole lobster in there, and it's like just absolutely delicious. And they do like the ribeye pho's and everything. Those are great. I love that. There's also a place I like to go to where I live. It's called Mama Bird. I love it's so good. Like so there's a lot of options of good food outside of the strip that people should definitely explore.
Yeah, there
So
are.
District 1 and Mama Bird. Those are Nick's suggestions.
Good ones, good ones.
Oh yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
listen, we are looking forward to seeing you back on tour. We're looking forward to new music, and we really can't wait for you to be back with a residency in Las Vegas. It was so
Thank you.
much fun.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think it's going to be for the boys. We're, like I said, once everything gets to a place where people want to come out again and enjoy live music, we want to be there on the other end to just entertain and to bring joy and bring people back together. We do believe that we came from a very positive era when it came to the late 90s, and the music reflects that, and that's who we are, and we feel like once we get back on tour, we're going to be there to bring joy to people's lives. And like I said, there are some things cooking, again, a food reference in the kitchen. I'm hungry. There's some things cooking that are in the works right now. There is a song that we are working on that might come out a little sooner than later. We did just do the Britney Spears song as well. That was a lot of fun. Obviously, we love Britney, and so we're doing a couple things here and there. So
Great.
Well, we love to hear that, and Nick, we look forward to seeing you in person once we can get out and about again here in Las Vegas and move freely. Listen, I hope you and your family have a great Christmas, wonderful New Year, and we look forward to seeing you back on stage.
absolutely. God bless you guys. Be safe.
Take care, Nick.
Later.
That was great catching up with Nick, and I love that he lives in Las Vegas and he enjoys it so much.
And he really has gotten so involved. I know he's done a lot for animal charities, and he's done toy drives, and now Cure for the Kids. Again, we'll put the information for Cure for the Kids up on our Vegas Revealed social media. So if you want to help out and get involved, you can do that as well.
And if you want to see the interview in the video version, we will post that on our YouTube as well. It's just Vegas Revealed. You can also go to our website, vegas-revealed.com, and we have all the video selections there as well. We know a lot of the Backstreet Boys fans want to see Nick in color, so we get it.
They do. So yes, we will have that whole video version of our interview with Nick. Again, just such a great guy. So glad we were able to talk to him as we head in to this Christmas week and the end of the year, Dayna.
Oh my gosh, 2020 is coming to an end. I don't know that the whole world's going to change when the clock strikes midnight, but let's be positive and just hope that this next year ahead will be better than what we've all had to deal with in 2020.
Well, we can definitely say that there is light on the horizon,
Yes,
right?
let's hope. Oh man, what a year. And even just talking to Nick, hearing about all the positive things he's doing, it just does make you feel like, okay, the world is moving, music is coming back, and we can think about shows and all that stuff when it comes to Las Vegas. So we love it, and we might be back with a little New Year's Eve message for you as well.
Yeah, but before then, we do want to just pause and thank you all over the past year for listening to the Vegas Revealed podcast. We've really loved seeing how far the podcast has gone around the world, and hearing from people around the world who get their Vegas fix through us right now because they can't travel here.
I know. It's not the podcast that we expected to do. We
No,
didn't
it's not.
expect to take this turn. We're kicking off Vegas glitz, glam, entertainment news, and hey ho, on episode 1. But things changed and gone with the flow, and it has been a podcast that we think and we hope people have turned to stay connected to Las Vegas.
Yeah, and we will continue to do that as we head into the new year. But again, thank you very much for being with us.
Yeah, and the reviews do help. And I just, I hate to always ask, but if you could leave a review, it helps people find us. So we would appreciate it if you go on the Apple Podcasts app or right on your computer. You can leave us a review. Let us know if you like Vegas Revealed. And, we'd also love 5 stars. And like Sean, we always point out, don't hit the 1 star. You got to go all the way to the right and hit the 5.
Yeah, it's not a cumulative thing. You don't go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You just go right to the 5, and it automatically clicks the rest for you. Super easy, 5 stars, fun review, and that's it. Wash your hands of it.
I mean, listen, because if you start at the left, you're hitting the 1, and we are definitely not a 1.
I hope not.
For sure. No, we are not a 1. Maybe 5. Okay, listen, thanks for joining us, everyone. We hope you have a great week.
Happy holidays.
Later.